All right, today we are going to be talking about methods and what is a Java method and what do they do. So we've used methods already. Methods are mainly just functions like in math, you have y equals mx plus b, right? That's just a function. And say, let's go through and say it's y equals 5x plus 3. Well, in Java, we can create functions as well. So the first function that Java creates is your main function. It will always be there, but we want to create a function that says mx plus b. So what we're going to do is this is one method or function, and we want to create a new one. So if this is one and we want to create another one, we need to go outside of these curly braces. So right here. And what we want to do is we wanted to create a function that does the slope of a line for 5x plus 3. So let's do that. So what we need to start out with is, well, our equation. We want to say 5x plus b. All right, let's 5x plus b. Okay. Well, instead of b, let's say 3. So that is our equation. We have 5x plus 3. Well, in this function, what is our input? Our input is 3. Our input is x. And what are we returning? Well, we're returning y. So we have y equals 5x plus 3. Well, Java doesn't understand this. If you can see, we're getting a couple errors. So just like how this one says static, let's create this that says static. And then what am I giving back? So this gives back nothing, which we'll go into later. But in this function, I input a number, we do some math to it, and then I return another number. So my return type always goes after this. So we're going to say static int because I'm going to return another number. Okay. And then from there, I need to give this a name. Let's call this slope. So I created static slope, and then I need to tell Java what input it's going to take. Well, in those inputs, I put in these parentheses. So we are going to say you are going to take a number, int, and then that number we want it to take is x. So int x, and then we close our whole function off in curly braces, just like this one was up here in curly braces. So now we have this lovely little program that creates our line, and we have y equals 5x plus 3. Well, we don't want to, this is just the function part. So instead of saying y equals, this is just the part that does the math. It's not setting its value to anything. We're just doing the math. So let's return. Let's give Java that stuff for the math. Well, in Java, we can't just write 5x. We have to say 5 times x plus 3. And then let's put that 5 times x in parentheses plus 3. Well, let's see how we use this. So instead of saying y equals down here, well, let's create an integer in the top method that we've always run our programs in. And let's say int y is originally equal to 0. But I want to set y to now be equal to the slope of my line. So we are going to say slope. Well, I need to give it the x value. So let's create int x equals 6. So to get the slope of our line, we say y equals the slope of 6. So what this is doing is this program, if I print this out, let's system dot out dot print line. And let's print out y. That's all we're going to do. All this program does is it prints out this new y. And it says 33. So where is it getting this from? So let's walk through the program. We create this variable y and we create this variable x. So then we're passing x into this slope function down here that we built. And this slope function is going to return a number. Well, y is also a number, so let's set the number that this function returns to this y number here. So when I plug 6 in, I'm saying this 6 then comes down here. So I'm saying return 5 times 6, which is 30 plus 3. And so then this right here evaluates to 33, and you set y equal to that 33. Okay, this I can change if my slope later changes. Let's say the slope of my line is 3 instead of 5. Let's run this, and we still pass in that same 6. 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 plus 3 is 21. So this is just your common basic math. Well, we can do more. This is powerful, and this returns an integer. Well, let's take a look at something that doesn't return an integer. I want to return nothing. So how we do that is we just come over here. We're going to say static, and we're going to say void instead of int, because it's returning nothing. So we say void. Let's call this print high. So what all this function is going to do is it's going to print high. So let's just do a system dot out dot print line. And then I want it to say hi. So now if I come up to my normal main function and I just tell the computer to do a print high, and we don't need to pass in any inputs because all the computer's doing is printing high. So, and it prints out high. Now I can ask it to print out high 1,000 times. Let's see, print high, and print high. So all I'm doing is I'm calling from this space, I'm calling this and I'm saying, hey, do whatever's in this block of code. And in this block of code, it's setting high equal to, it's printing out high. So we have methods that can return different things, and we have methods that can't. That is how you create a method. This should be helpful for your binary calculator. Let me know if you guys have any questions.